Dear students, welcome to today's lecture. We will verify voltage divider rule today. Let's proceed and define what voltage divider rule is and why it is used. The voltage divider rule is used to solve circuits to simplify its solution. It means that if you are given with a complex circuit having different combination of resistors, that is series parallel and parallel series, then you can apply voltage divider rules to the resistors which are connected in series so as to apply voltage drop across them. The main concept of the voltage divider rule is the voltage is divided between resistors which are connected in series in direct proportion to their resistance. The formula for voltage divider rule is given as VRN is equal to Vs multiplied by Rn divided by R equivalent. So let's proceed how you will find a voltage across a specific resistor. First you have to find the R equivalent of the entire circuit. You know well how to find R equivalent, and after that you will apply the voltage divider rule to find voltage drop across a specific resistor. Here N represents the number of resistors, that is, if 5 resistors are connected in series, then N will be from 1 to 5. So if you want to find voltage across third resistor, then it will be VR3 is equal to Vs multiplied by R3 divided by R equivalent. Considering the given circuit which has 2 resistors in series, and we are required to find voltage drop across both resistors. As I already mentioned, the voltage across R1 and R2 can be found through the voltage divider rule. The formula for R1 will be as VR1 is equal to Vs multiplied by R1 divided by R equivalent. I already stated it here that N represents the number of resistors. So here we have 2 resistors. For first resistor we have R1 is equal to Vs multiplied by R1 divided by R equivalent. Similarly for R2 we can find voltage drop as VR2 is equal to Vs multiplied by R2 divided by R equivalent. So you see here for R2, for second resistor, R becomes the value of second resistor. There are different configuration of voltage divider rule which you can recognize within a complex circuit and apply voltage divider rule to find voltage drop across each of the resistor in the circuit. Here you can see different configurations of resistor through which you can apply voltage divider rule and find the values of voltage drop across the resistors. This is the first configuration, and this is the same configuration with voltage. This is another combination and the same combination with a voltage source. Let's proceed to our first example. Consider the given circuit having 3 resistors connected in series. Here we have voltage source of 36 volt, first resistor of 6 kilo ohm, second resistor of 12 kilo ohm, and third resistor of 18 kilo ohm. Now what was the first step? The first step was to calculate the R equivalent of the entire circuit. So how can we calculate R equivalent? It's very easy. The resistors are connected in series, so we will add them up. 6 kilo ohm plus 12 kilo ohm plus 18 kilo ohm. The R equivalent of the circuit is 36 kilo ohm. Now that we know the R equivalent, now through Ohm's law we can find the current, the total current which is entering into the circuit. As it's series connection, so current remains same. So here the current will be Vs divided by R equivalent. 36 divided by 36,000 means 36 kilo ohm. So the result will be 1 milliampere. Applying the voltage divider rule to find voltage drop across each resistor. So first resistor we have Vs multiplied by R1 divided by R equivalent is equal to 36 multiplied by 6000 divided by 36,000. 6000 is 6 kilo ohm and 36,000 is entire equivalent 36,000 ohm. So it becomes 6 volts. Finding voltage drop across R2, we have 12 kilo ohm and R equivalent 36 kilo ohm. So 36 multiplied by 12,000 divided by 36,000, it is equal to 12 volts. So what will be the drop across R3? It will be VR3 is equal to 36 volt multiplied by 18 kilo ohm divided by 36,000 or 36 kilo ohm. So it will be 18 volts. So this is how we calculated all the voltage drops of the circuit. Let's now proceed to our example number 2. Consider the above circuit which has 3 resistors connected, but here the configuration is a bit different. We have two resistors in parallel, which is then series with 5 kilo ohm resistor. As I already mentioned, two resistors of 4 kilo ohm are in parallel and it is in series with 5 kilo ohm resistor. So R equivalent of the circuit can be found as R equivalent is equal to 5 kilo ohm plus 4 kilo ohm parallel to 4 kilo ohm. So the entire equivalent resistance can be 5 kilo ohm plus 4 multiplied by 4 divided by 4 plus 4. You are already familiar with calculating the equivalent resistance of parallel circuits. So the R equivalent becomes 5 kilo ohm plus 2 kilo ohm is equal to 7 kilo ohms. Now we can apply voltage divider for 5 kilo ohm resistor first because it's directly associated with the voltage source. So VR1 is equal to Vs multiplied by R1 divided by R equivalent. Here we have first resistor, so we will make here Rn is equal to 1. So R1. 28 multiplied by 5k divided by 7k, we get 20 volt. Now, as we know that the rest of the two resistors are connected in parallel, therefore voltage drop across both will be same, which will be VR2 is equal to VR3 is equal to 28 minus 20 is equal to 8 volts. How can we calculate this? We have 28 volts at our source and 20 volt is drop across 5 kilo ohms. So we can subtract 20 volts from 28 volts to get voltage right here at this point, which is 8 volts, and 8 volts will be across both of these resistors because voltage remains same in parallel circuits. If current across each resistor is required, then we have to apply current divider rule at point of parallel resistors, that is at this point, because current is different in parallel resistors. However, here both resistors of 4k, the current will remain same for both. Through Ohm's law, we can find current for all three resistors. I5k is equal to Vs divided by R equivalent. 28 divided by 7k is equal to 4 milliampere. The total current of the circuit will be 4 milliampere. Now we know that both of these resistors are connected in parallel and have the same value. Therefore, current will remain same for both resistors. So we can calculate it as V divided by R is equal to 8 divided by 4, 2 milliampere. 2 milliampere will be across this resistor and 2 milliampere will be across this resistor, which if summed together becomes 4 milliampere, which is at that point, or the total current of the circuit. Now that we are done with the calculation of voltage divider rule, let's go to fostat.com/circuit for simulation work of both examples that we did in our calculations. Here we are at the fostat.com/circuit. We will go to circuit and check on the blank circuit so that we have a clear screen. Now we will start building our first circuit, which had 3 resistors connected in series. So let's start drawing. We will place 3 resistors connected in series. Here we have placed them. Now what we will do is to connect these resistors with wire. Let's change their values. First resistor was of 6 kilo ohm. Second resistor was of 12 kilo ohm. Third resistor was of 18 kilo ohm. It was connected to a source of 36 volts. So we will go and take voltage source of 2 terminal, change its value to 36 volts and then click OK. We will connect the circuit with wire. So as our circuit is complete, we will obviously place our ground. Now the circuit is complete. As you already know, the green line is showing the flow of voltage while the yellow dots are showing the current. Now we can find the voltage drop across each resistor just by clicking on the respective resistor. First we will move to our voltage source and let's verify whether the R equivalent is the same or not. Here we have 36 kilo ohms of R equivalent and voltage of 36 volt. Now we will click here. We get 1 milliampere current here. Voltage drop of 6 volt. Coming right here, we get 1 milliampere of current and 12 volts of voltage drop. And clicking here, we can get 1 milliampere and 18 volts of voltage drop. Now it is verified that the current remains same in the entire circuit, that is 1 milliampere, while voltage drop was different for all the resistors. Let's now verify our second example. We go to draw and place 3 resistors in series parallel combination. First resistor was of 5 kilo ohm. Second and third resistors were of 4 kilo ohm respectively. Now that we have changed the value of resistors, let's now connect the circuit through wires. Be assured that you have connected all the points of circuit, else you will not get readings. Let's take another terminal here for the wires for connection of our voltage source. So now we will take 2 terminal voltage source and connect it here, changing its value to 28 volts. Now we will place our ground. We can place it right here. Now our circuit is complete. I'll repeat that the green lines are showing the voltage while the yellow dots are showing the flow of current. Now first we have to verify the R equivalent of the circuit, whether it's correct or not. So we will go to the voltage source, place our cursor here, we find our readings below. Our current is 4 milliampere while voltage is obviously 28 volts. And R equivalent is 7 kilo ohm, which is exactly the same we calculated. Now we move our cursor to 5 kilo ohm resistor. Here we get our current to be 4 milliampere, voltage drop as 20 volts, which are the same that we calculated in our example. We move on to the 4 kilo ohm. Here we have 2 milliampere of current and 8 volt drop, and to the other resistor we have 8 volt drop and 2 milliampere of current. So the voltage divider rule is again verified that the series resistor combination have different voltages, and we can find the voltage drop against each resistor through voltage divider rule. All we have to do is find the R equivalent of the circuit, and then we apply formula of voltage divider rule for all the resistors that are connected in series. For example, here we have 5 kilo ohm resistor in series, so we apply the voltage divider rule for 5 kilo ohm resistor. For example, if we have another resistor of 5 kilo ohm here, then we would have applied the voltage divider rule for the second resistor as well. If we want to extend our circuit, we just click here and delete this wire. Deleting this wire, we can have a place for attaching another resistor. So let's place a resistor and verify that whether the voltage drop is different or not. So we connected here. We change the value of resistor to be 2 kilo ohm. So now first let's see what is our R equivalent. Here we have R equivalent of 9 kilo ohm now. We added 2 kilo ohm resistor in series. Before it was 7 kilo ohm. 7 kilo ohm plus 2 kilo ohm, we get R equivalent to be 9 kilo ohms. So now our voltage drop here is 15.566 volts, while current is now less than 4 milliampere. It is 3.11 milliampere. Now we will see the voltage drop across 2 kilo ohm, which is 6.22 volts, and current will remain same for this resistor as well, because in series current is same. Now we come down to the 4 kilo ohm resistor. Here we have 1.566 milliampere of current and 6.22 voltage drop. And here we will have same voltage drop, 6.22 volts, and current will be 1.556 milliampere as well, because the resistors are of same value. If we change the value of resistor, then the current will also be different. For example, let's change its value to 2 kilo ohm and then see what is the current through both resistor. Here now current is 1.12 milliampere, while at 2 kilo ohm we have 2.24 milliampere of current. So it has been verified that voltage drops across each resistor, and it can be found through voltage divider rule. Now that you are done with simulation and calculation, it's time for your home task. Here we go. You have to verify voltage divider rule for the given circuit and calculate voltage drops across each resistor. You have to verify your calculation through simulations. This is the circuit which you need to verify voltage divider rule. We have 12 volts source here, and 4 resistors are connected in complex combination. First you have to find its R equivalent and then follow the procedure for voltage divider rule. So this was all about today's lecture. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. You can post it here or email it to me. See you in the next lecture. Best of luck.